Coming up on this episode of Swing Nation.
Nope! Coming up on my episode of Swing Nation, we got where does your event dollar go to, how to start a swing business, and a whole lot of me. This guy, the little brown jug, Mikey Pedroza, not Manu Smith or Spuds, whatever that means. Swing Nation, episode 67 starts right now.
Hit that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor. Swing Nation,
people grooving together.
Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that roll. Swing Nation,
People grooving together.
Hey, welcome to Swing Nation, episode 67 for... What?
No, for what? Go ahead. Everything's okay.
November the 26th. Whoa. Hi, Nicole.
Episode 67.
Hey everybody,
Episode
how's it going?
67.
Oh my God.
What's going on?
Where is our co-host?
She's gone. She went home for the day.
No.
And since I was around, I thought, hey guys, I'll just come hang out with my friends. We're buddies.
It's Mikey Pedroza, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
Cue canned laughter and applause.
I should enter like it's a special guest. Like, did somebody say waffles?
Who needs salsa?
I would do that. Platanos.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's more my culture.
Welcome to episode 67, Sausage Fest.
Yes. And
Returns.
people of color show.
Mikey,
Good times.
how's it going, man?
I'm good. Thanks for inviting me, guys. Thanks
Yeah,
for having
definitely.
me. Definitely. It's fun to be here. I've never been on the show before, other than Skype a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, different than doing your own show.
Completely different. You guys
With
have
other people.
so much more cool stuff and the cool pictures and the cameras, and you guys actually have someone behind the camera.
Yeah,
which is
Jim
nice.
is-
Which is really nice. I used to have when I shot my show, I used to have my dog sit in the room with me, and they would just run
Are you
out.
serious?
Yeah, it would just run out.
Even the dog knew.
Yeah, he's like,
Just
no,
oh.
no.
So for those who don't know, that, of course, is Little Brown Jug.
Little Brown Jug Show.
Little Brown Jug Show.
Jug Show.
Yes. All about jugs.
Yeah.
All
Better
about
Brown.
jugs. All about jugs. Yeah, it's a fun show. I mean, it's something I do on the side. You guys are definitely one of my driving forces of doing the show. Honestly, you guys do such a great job here with the content and pushing out a video every week is really, really hard. You guys are really awesome at doing it. I have been working on the same video for 5 months now, and I just finished it last night, and I'm still not happy with it. I finished it last night, but I hate it. I hate it. You guys know when you come
Yeah.
up here and you're like, yeah, I really have this great idea, and then once you get on camera,
Yeah, it's like,
it comes
well,
out like
it's
this,
just-
and I
yeah.
just want to talk, and I don't move my head that much, and
Yeah.
I just talk through my teeth.
See, that's why we believe in volume. If you get enough out there.
Yeah, just throw stuff at the wall.
No one will see the bad stuff. You guys are totally
You didn't
right.
like this
You guys
one,
are
watch
totally
next
right.
week.
Yeah, you guys are totally right. That's the best thing.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. It's the day before Thanksgiving.
So thankful.
Yeah, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful that I get to do this. This is so cool. We get to do our own
great.
fake TV show. Wow.
Okay.
I'm thankful.
Okay, go ahead. Just one thing. That's all we need. What else do you have that you're thankful for?
I'm thankful
Jesus
I live
Christ.
here. San Francisco.
Okay, good. What are you thankful for?
Are you going to interrupt me? Are you gonna
Yeah, 'cause I
interrupt
wanna
me
get
when
to
do
me.
this? Okay, you go first. You go
All
first.
right. I am thankful.
Anyways, so we don't have enough time for Manu, but I'm really thankful
It's
for
going to be something
Thanksgiving.
about his kid. I know
Yeah,
it.
I know. He's going to say something about his kid, so go ahead. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead
I'm
and say it.
thankful for Micah and Karen.
Who are they, Manu?
They are people that are very dear to me.
Are they at your home right now?
They are. They are.
Can we call them?
No.
Okay.
Hey, guess what?
What?
It's Human Rights Day. So watch it.
Oh, that's why we have the multicultural club here, guys.
There you go.
That's what we're doing here. Look at us. We're good.
It's United Colors of Benetton right here.
Wow. At least the brown ones.
Yeah, the darker ones. That's the better ones, really. I mean, we go along with everything. Let's admit it.
All right, so let's get to our first segment. This one is very practical if you are someone who is wondering, like, how do I break into this Lindy Hop as a business? You're like, I'm ready to like make this my profession, right? And you know, there's a lot of people who would think, oh, it'd be amazing if I could do this. This is all that I do. People like Mikey, actually. So this awesome person we've profiled before, Dog Possum, has a blog post about at least how they do it in Australia and goes through some of the steps that it takes. The part that I wanted to focus on is the part that I think a lot of people don't want to focus on, which is the legal side, which is you got to get things on paper. this whole emphasis on contracts and agreements and like if you're going to book a band, if you're going to have a DJ, if you're going to hire teachers, the more that you can like at least kind of be on the same page, like not just have a gentleman's agreement, like the better it's going to be for your event or for your business or whatever. I feel like that's kind of a step that a lot of Lindy Hop people try and skip, and I think I've seen kind of some not so great results. But I don't know. You guys are in the business. Do you guys feel like you like things on paper, or you rather just be casual? Or?
I think it would be really nice if we did have things on paper, but it's really hard. I speak from experience, not from the dancing world, but from other adventures that I've done in my life. Paper's not always the best way to go, because if it's not written correctly or by a lawyer or legal type, then you can get caught in your own words, and then they just throw it out. So it's like, this doesn't make any sense, or what it says right here is actually means like this, because they take it very literal. So it could be very dangerous. But I think coming from the business that it is now, the on paper thing is mostly just being very clear as possible in emails.
Right.
Not really a contract that you sign anymore, but it's more like, do I agree? So if I get an inquiry or some event asks me something about it, I usually give them a page that has everything stated on there.
You already have it already.
I have it ready to go. My rates, the classes, even the minor things. Like this may be divulging too much, but I think it's really important to do the things that are sometimes considered maybe like, oh yeah, he's going to do that anyways. Like it's okay, assumed, right? Like going to a social dance. Like, not saying that I need to be paid for it. That's not a thing. I just assume I state in my paper that this is a part of what you're getting from me from paying. So from paying me, you're not just doing classes. That's not what you're paying for. You're paying for everything. Okay. Going to classes, teaching, going to the social events, which is basically dances and maybe after parties and stuff like that.
So what do you say? You say I agree to go to the social events too?
Yeah.
That's a different spin, isn't it?
Yeah, because we were talking to people who like actually like kind of are like, oh, I'd rather just like teach and like maybe like be there for like a few minutes at the social dance, but then I'm gonna peace out because I'm really tired.
Yeah.
So that's the other part is you need to say that.
Absolutely, and I do, and you're absolutely right. That's what I do. I have a miscellaneous section, which is like stuff like after classes, I need at least 2 hours of rest. Like I don't usually get it, but I like to state it. And that way they understand. They understand that it's like okay, he's asking for it, so like maybe we get him like, I'm sorry, it's not 2 hours, like an hour and 45. I'm like, that's fine, as long as I can sit down in bed or sit in a nice comfy chair for about half an hour and just like zone out. Then it's really great. But I mean, all those things add up just so I can be actually really excited to be at an event. So,
nice.
So yeah, but like all the things he stated on here was really great. Actually, I would have really loved him to break it down a little bit more to me the price.
This isn't a him. This is Sam Carroll.
Oh, I saw Sam and I assumed.
Yeah, that's okay. Sam is a very prolific writer, and
sorry, Sam.
She's amazing. Yeah,
and now I know who you are. I've never known who you were.
Dog Possum was always a interesting pseudonym that I always thought she had. But cool. So I guess this next one goes a little bit along with that. It really does. Right? Yeah. So this is Sean Lavelle, I think that's his name. Yeah. So Sean ran LindyCon. Oh, he's running LindyCon. And they had LindyCon Alpha, which was last year. And now this year is LindyCon Beta. Because Sean...
Explain it to us.
Sean is very... Well, from what I hear, because I had a really good conversation. You're so stupid. Really good conversation.
Explain it to me in binary.
In binary?
No, HTML. HTML.
Open/tag BR CSS SAS less whatever.
It's a good bit. That was a good bit. If you didn't understand that, he just cursed me out in HTML.
I just cursed him in HTML. So Sean put together one of these talks. LindyCon is all about talks. And there was a talk last year about where does your event dollar go?
Actually, it wasn't last year. This was just this past month.
It was
the last LindyCon.
Oh, it was the last LindyCon.
Yeah.
That just happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
November 8th.
I thought this was an alpha. No, never mind. Anyway, a recorded session about where does your money go when you buy a ticket. And it's really good. It's like 17 minutes long. It's worth a look because Sean seems exhaustive in his... I've done this, but we've done this before, right? Yehoodi's done this. We did the Bay C Centennial. We did every single like Yehoodi anniversary, and it's an interesting problem you put yourself in when you want to run an event. Now, like Basie was like 1,700 people.
Yeah.
But if you're interested in doing a workshop weekend, or if you're interested in knowing, well, where's all my money going? I'm giving $200. Why does this event cost $200?
Yeah.
This is a great thing to watch. Watch the whole thing. He has charts and graphs and stuff. What do you guys feel about? Did you get to watch it at all?
I agree with you. Oh yeah, totally. I think it goes perfectly with the last thing we just talked about. That was the thing that I think was lacking from Dog Possum's post, was like the actual breakdown of all the numbers, and not just for organizers, but like you said, for dancers, just to see where their dollars are going. And it's really funny because Sean will do like, okay, here's the general idea. Like we have 3 tracks going on simultaneously, and then we have 24 hours of dancing. Of course, they're not together. They're all broken up between 3 nights. And then he goes further, and then he goes further, and then he goes to each dance.
To
the hour almost.
Exactly.
Between every hour
That's
of
why I
the
love
dance.
him about this micromanagement.
Yeah. And he puts it in such a way that is very quick. So you might have to watch the video like once or twice, because it's really just takes him 10 minutes to explain it. And then the last portion of the video is actually just questions, which is interesting too, but that he takes his time on. But he really goes through it really fast. And those slides, they say in the video, I haven't seen it online yet, or I didn't really look. They said those slides are going to be made available so you can really see the breakdown of everything.
Yeah. So I like how he like starts up with the figure. He's like, okay, $50,000 or whatever. It's like,
that was
$50,000. And I'm like, well, that seems like a lot of money. And then he goes into the math and he's like, let's talk about food. $2,000 each day.
Because you're feeding like 2 dozen people.
And then he's like, okay, every transaction has a slice that gets cut off that we don't get. So you got to make sure you count that in, or else you get screwed at the end. Like sound engineer, if your sound sucks, your event is going to suck. Like you got to pay somebody to do that. Like all these little things that if you never did this before, or if it's been a while since you did it, you forget, and you're like, wow, why are they charging me like $40 to go to one night of this event?
Exactly.
And you go in and you're like, oh, it actually costs them a significant amount of money for each person.
And then even from there, he breaks it down again to be like, it's actually $7. Then it goes into this part, and it's like, what? It's really mind-blowing.
It's like a staggeringly low percentage of the money that goes to
the person's pocket.
Yeah.
And we all know, like, I know y'all love Swinging Soul, but man, we barely broke even the last time.
Well, you guys went all out.
We went a little crazy. If we had Sean, we might have been in better shape. But
if he had a mathematician.
You guys didn't have a pie chart detailing all that?
No.
That was great. He went to pie chart, and then he goes like, let's go to something else that I really like. So like he brought up like 2 charts. I was like,
2 charts. Double rainbow.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. All the money.
But definitely, look, check this out, because if you want to do an event, you owe it to yourself to watch this. I wish I had this in the beginning, because you can't just throw together a spreadsheet and go, we're good. You got to think about every single line item if you want to be profitable. If you just want to break even, you even still have to read it, because it's hard to break even.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I was just thinking, I was like, I would love him to redo that and do it really nice and easy, and just do a plain out YouTube video. So just like, boom, just like that. Because the way he sounded when he was doing it too was not like, oh, I know how everything runs. Like, we've done it this way, this way. No, he's like, well, here's the example. Not exactly like what Midwest is, or exactly what another event he does, like the Exchange. It was just like, boom, here's one example, and that's it.
Yeah, Peter tells me, because Peter was in town, Peter and Naomi were in town. Peter tells me he knows Sean very well. In fact, Sean gives him a shout out in the video because Peter will put instructors up at his house.
He's actually that's with me.
Right.
Yeah, I've stayed there before. When he wasn't there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he gave me his place. That was really cool.
He is crazy.
Yep. Lots of comic books.
But yeah, Peter knows him very well. He was telling me that he's very detail oriented. He's very aggressive about doing this, and he loves the dance. So good job, man.
Good. We need people like that in the scenes. Like, man, everybody plays a role, even the crazy weird ones.
Everybody plays a fool sometimes. No, Nicole's not here.
No. If you don't sing a song of like the past like 2 years, I'm not gonna know.
It's not happening.
Just send me some Katy Perry. Do that.
Alrighty. Should we do this last segment?
Yeah.
All right, I'll lead it off.
All right.
So we have been having these conversations about improv respect.
Yep.
And how people have been bemoaning the choreography coming up. Is that a thing?
Is this the thing for improv respect?
No, that's hashtag.
Oh yes, thank
Oh.
you. I was like, wow, it already has a hand sign.
No,
that'd be cool. Like someone's
there is-
dancing, you're like, too much choreo.
There is. Have you never you don't know the handshake, the improv respect handshake?
No.
Sure, let's do it. Ready? You just,
Oh,
we just
so good.
we just improved a handshake.
So good.
That's what it is. That's exactly. I'm not even joking.
wow.
So
No.
yeah. That whole thing, which I think is absolute bullshit.
That just happened. Anyway, so we have this sort of contrary blog post by Byron in Ottawa, who I think is involved in a number of different choreography teams and couple routines, and just breaks it down from his perspective. What are the benefits of choreography for yourself as a dancer? Like for me, it's like, why is this even a thing? Like obviously, like sometimes you need to learn steps in a certain order in choreography. But yeah, it's like sometimes you need to learn vocabulary.
Yeah.
Like you need to know the steps. So the good way to learn them is to
Learn the
them
tranky-do.
Learn the tranky-do.
Yeah,
Learn,
tranky-do.
learn all the line dances.
And the California routine.
The California routine, Big Apple, all that.
Big Apple.
Repetition, like just doing things over and over again and getting better at it. Like that's what choreo is good for. Like you get to do that thing over and again, whether that's one aerial or whatever. Like you're automatically going to get better. Comparison, like when you're in a team and you're all supposed to be like swinging out in a certain way, and you're like
Right.
watching each other, and you're like, wait, your swing out seems a little more slotted than mine, or oh, you're doing a different variation, or like
Or I'm ahead of you, and I'm on a team, and I need to be with you.
right.
So many people, when they go out, they're thinking that solo mine, especially when they get on a team, they think that solo mine, I'm dancing and everyone else has to conform to me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
nah, you gotta
No.
look like, Lindy Hopper doesn't. Everybody looks good, but individual.
Right.
I don't know why I mentioned Lindy Hopper's dozen, because they were on my
You
mind.
just saw them, yeah.
They're awesome.
Yeah. So, so whether you're looking for like this uniform military approach, or you want that variety, you're just always comparing yourself to the other people who are in your routine, and that's a really valuable thing. And of course, the thing associated with that, which is hard for a lot of people, is video. Like just seeing yourself depicted again and again with a critical eye.
that's so
Who's telling me about Ben and Sherry's group? That what they'll do is at the end of every practice they do video, and then they have to write to Ben notes of how they think they did, things they could improve, and then Ben sends them notes about, well, here's the things I would like you to work on. So every time, like you're getting, so either you do that as a group or you watch yourself and you give yourself feedback, but like that's a hard reality. Like dancers are pretty to
That's
do,
some tough
right?
love.
Yeah, it's some real tough love, especially because like Ben and Sherry's. It's like really interesting that you bring them up because they were so
They're
good for so
in
long. L.A. Pasadena.
LA, Pasadena, thank you.
Yeah. They're so good, and the group they had was so perfect. And you brought up a good thing, saying that the dancers themselves, like, not even trying to downplay them at all, but like they were all at a level like that was good.
Yeah.
I mean, they weren't like getting anywhere else, but when they came together and Ben and Sherry were leading them,
Yeah.
boom, they
Yeah.
exploded.
It was ridiculous.
Oh man, all those dancers they don't really have the team that much anymore, but they still all dance together and they're still all around. And they're dancing, so it's like shot up completely from that. It's just like the Montreal Canadian scene,
Yeah.
like with all their teams, like it just shoots up your dancing. I mean, the proof is there.
Yep.
So like what Byron's saying here is absolutely correct, and I think it's a really nice like kind of capitalizing on the whole improv respect thing, having the counterpoint. Not saying that like they're totally wrong, but like here's what you might like from this as well, from choreography. I really like what he says at the very end, that he says the people in his troupe are told to. What are they supposed to do? I'm sorry. They rather have them do social dancing, have that come first. If they don't have any time for their troupe, then the first thing to go is troupe. But they really want them to equal amounts of time with the troupe, equal time with social dancing. But if they can't have the equal time, the first thing they want them to drop is just the troupe. So they have more
Interesting.
time with social dancing. That's the last thing he says basically there, and I think that's really cool.
Not a choice I thought you would make as a leader of a team. But cool. Alrighty. Should we get some videos?
Yes, and let's see. Well, there is this video we will open up with that got 11 million. Am I right?
Yeah,
11 million
some
hits
crazy.
on YouTube.
I don't get it.
And this
I
guy
get
is
it.
a Lindy
I get
Hopper.
it. Sort of. He's brand new to the scene in Baltimore,
Well,
Motown.
if you're not part of the 11 million, watch this. So this is what, his roommate
Yeah.
or something?
Watch the little point. Up, little point to the skeleton.
Catching him. He doesn't know he's being filmed right now. This is Sheena Easton's morning train. Yes. And then there's a moment. Wait. There it is.
Now that's just perfect viral video. Like that is the best thing ever. An attractive looking man in his underwear, cleaning what seems to be already clean floors, and putting a little shout out to the skeleton, like yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's a dog in it.
And there's a dog in it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're all the things.
It's all the things, and it's under a minute long.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think his name was Jimmy.
I don't know.
I think his name was Jimmy,
Yeah.
and Nina was just here, and she was saying that he had just started learning, and then after that video popped up, he like creeped in the ballroom, and then all of a sudden, in the middle of class, like, "You're the dude!" And he's like, and apparently, from what Nina was saying, is also as well, like he's getting already a bunch of like commercials, like
Shut
and
up.
people, yeah, and a bunch of people on Twitter are already following him.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
but here's the kicker.
I clean my apartment in my underwear all the time.
Here's the kicker, and you're gonna love this too. He's like some really badass breakdancer.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a b-boy, and it's like Nina's like, he's amazing, and he's kind of like oh no, I really want to make it in the business, and oh, this is how I make it. I'll take anything, man.
I gotta like him for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, so there's part of a reason why we showed that.
There is a big
A little
reason.
bit.
There's
So,
a big reason.
Mikey, tell us what you're up to and what's going on. If you want to plug anything or whatever.
Well, first, based off that video, we got Slow Dance Soiree, which is happening in Rochester, New York.
Yes.
And now I know this may not be the cleanest transition, but it really does.
It's fine.
It really does, because we just made a video of our own. If you guys want to check it out. Oh yeah.
Oh.
It gets better. It gets better. This is the best move of the whole thing.
Oh no.
No. Oh no. No.
Please don't ever do that. Oh Lord.
Oh, but it's not done yet. It's not done
no.
yet. Little Easter egg I learned from Marvel. Always add
You learn
something at
from
the
Marvel?
end.
He's
Shawarma.
getting shawarma.
I think I've had enough.
I'm scarred.
Actually, I can never get enough. That's Kevin Saint Laurent.
Wow.
Still Laurent.
What do you
Still
call that
aren't.
move, man?
I love it.
Props
bravo.
to Kevin Saint Laurent to helping us out, my partner in crime. I just thought of it. And I was like, I saw the video, and I was like, we can do it.
Where do I know a white guy
Yeah.
who will be naked?
doing that.
And also won't be at that event. At Slow Dance Soiree, Rochester, New York, February 6th through the 8th. Me and Pamela and Peter and Naomi and Todd and Laura Glaze will all be there. And Michael Gamble and the Rhythm Serenaders will
Yes.
be there as well.
I'm in.
And thank you guys so much for sponsoring us at ILHC and Frankie. I think
Yeah,
they did.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
Slow Dance Soiree, yeah, it was definitely.
Sweet.
What else we got?
I think we have time for maybe a couple more.
That's crazy.
Let's do this pretty crazy Jack and Jill. I've never seen a Jack and Jill like this. This is called Jedi Swing, and I think you're going to see instantly why it's called that.
Here's the thing. I watched this. I don't know if they tested this before they had this idea. Because when people can't see, they tend to bump into things.
Or go everywhere.
Or go everywhere. So the next time they do this, they'll need some people like those guys on the subway in Japan to stop them from doing dangerous things.
Yeah. I like Rick's idea.
What's that?
the Nerf guns in the audience. Just when they get too close, then people start firing them with Nerf guns. Or my suggestion was a little more morbid, having them, the audience members, be interactive and have cattle prod. So if they get too close, it gets very dangerous. They get tangled up in the light rope. But here's the funny thing. I think you're right. I don't think they tested it all the way. I think this is still in the beta.
Yeah.
Because like all the judges ended up going all around the floor.
Right.
And they're like holding them back and like touching them. Yeah. No, it's really funny. I mean, it works. It works in the long run. If they get too close, the audience started yelling them like, "Oh!" So here's the all skate at the end.
This seems like a poor idea.
What? Why do an all skate at the end?
Because it's funny. It's funny. You're not doing it for them. You're doing it. All skates are never for the dancers. Let me just tell you that. As a judge, you never do it for the dancers. You do it for the audience because they want to see you guys do something fun.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God!
So if you notice in there, they have spotters. Like, just touching them, going like, nope, 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 nope.
Oh, nice.
It just shows you how much you really depend on your eyes when you're leading or following.
Yeah.
So if we didn't say before, that was Cat's Corner in Montreal. Cat's Corner, man, always doing
killing it,
cool
man.
shit.
I think it needs to be tested more, but I thought it was brilliant because the whole time I'm watching, I'm just like,
yeah, you're cringing.
I think I'd seen one before where they blindfolded one, either the lead or the follow. But this is the first time I've seen both the entire time.
It's like, how do we take it to the next level?
Yeah. And I love the Montreal scene, like, and there was some Americans in there as well, but like I love that they were intricate and like they have this huge idea and they're like, yeah, let's do it, and there's so many people going, yes, let's do that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really cool.
Yeah. Oh.
I think we need to wrap.
Man.
No, let's do one more. I'm in charge. Let's do one more. Let's do the hot shots in I can't say it. Maputo swing.
Yeah, that was quick.
Swing. Yeah, let's do that one.
So we had talked about this earlier about the Mozambique dancers and the hot shots in Africa, and now they are performing in Sweden.
This is amazing.
Come on.
This is really great. I think they were there for like 2 weeks or something like that.
I mean, you don't get more roots of African dance than this. These are dancers from Africa.
I love that. You don't get more roots of African dance than it cuts to like a bunch of white people.
And here's a bunch of them. Here's the hot shots dancing with all the group up there. Big shout out to Lisa. Down there teaching all those guys to dance and learning from them as well. I would love to see the video from that. So if you guys are out there and you guys are waiting to put that out there or going to sell it, let them know. Let me know. Like, let us know because we would definitely like to put that out there or put it up on YouTube because that's the best way to do it.
Absolutely. So
we'll do the quick feedback and then we'll split.
Okay.
Wait, before we do that, because I'm taking over the show again.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys gave me the slow dance story, but I still got one more event. My event, Inspiration Weekend in Orange County, California, which is
down here.
March 6th through the 8th of 2015. We're going to have Remy, Avita, Pontus, Isabella, and Dax and Sarah, and also Nick Williams and the legendary Sylvia Skyler.
The legendary
Sylvia Sykes. Sylvia Sykes are all going to be there. We're going to have Faulty and his Defects for the first night, and then Jonathan Stout's orchestra for the last 2 nights. So almost 6 hours because what I saw with Sean, 6 hours of dancing to Jonathan Stout. Here's a pie chart. Yeah. So come join us, Inspiration Weekend. We're also going to have a Black Friday deal. So be on the lookout for that.
Be a Black Friday
because it's a dark day, you know.
Wow. And with that,
tu sabes.
And with
where
that,
are we going? Are we going to drink?
If you have some feedback for us, we would love to hear from you. You can send us an email to news@yehoodi.com. You can Facebook us at Yehoodi SwingNation TV. You can tweet us at Yehoodi, at Spuds, at Rickomatic,
at M Pedroza,
at M Pedroza,
at Punkass Jim.
At
Drunk Ass Jim.
Drunk Ass Jim. No, I was saying drunk tweeting is encouraged.
Oh, okay.
Drunk tweeting is the best. It could be like Kanye West, just like going on a 1 a.m. rant for like 3 hours.
Exactly.
140 characters at a time. It takes a long time, man. It takes a long time. It does. It's a long time.
We're all, of course, you want to subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yes.
Do a search for Yehoodi, and you can still call us. Yes?
Yeah, 201-984-SHOW. But you also want to subscribe to Little Brown Jug Show.
That's
Yes.
mine. Or just look up Mikey Pedroza and you'll find it. And I also have a website, MikeyPedroza.com, where you guys can see all that stuff. I just uploaded a whole bunch of videos I thought I didn't. I thought I did, and I put it on the blog on there. So if you find it through MikeyPedroza.com, you can find my show and my personal page. So
Check it out.
thank you guys.
We are so thankful for you guys. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in a week.
Enjoy your Thanksgiving, because I won't. Can we have some guy love between three guys?
All around the planet, gates are in the groove. Don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp your stroll, put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation.
People grooving together.